we are no. It must show more of me.
Yeah. It's not sensitive.
So we are doing our next episode in the in our music education series.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't seen the other videos, we recommend that you go back and watch them.
Because otherwise this will make no sense unless
This'll
you're a
make-
musician.
Yes. And if you're a musician, we recommend that you keep watching because it is very funny to watch us two band geeks actually try and do something productive.
Yeah. Well, band geeking is productive.
Yes, band geeking is productive, but it's not what we kind of want to do. It won't get me a majestic little pin and bring glory to my people.
Yeah.
Well, it will not. Well, it won't bring glory to my people either way, but my mom will like me more if I have a little silver pin.
You do that.
My mom will also like me more if I become a biochemist, but I'm just like, no, band.
Band teacher. I'll be a poor band teacher, but saves
Yes,
my life.
yeah, just like we will be poor band teachers.
Yeah.
Or we could write a book and be rich band teachers. And since my book is, and since I'm actually like, and since I'm writing a novel that's based off of band, but in like this dystopia theme.
You should recommend it to your band students.
Yes, I will recommend it to my band students.
Because, you know,
I will give
reading assignments.
Yes.
Yes.
Reading assignments.
Right
Okay, so we actually need to do work.
Darn it.
So, no values. No values is really fun.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yes.
math for all of you who
Yes,
don't like math.
So, those of you who like math, this is fun. Those of you who don't like math, yes, we are both math lovers. Those of you who don't like math, you can probably do this too.
Nice going, Karen. You
Probably.
can probably do this too.
That's the same. I give you know Harley Cook.
Yeah.
I give her like positive reinforcement.
You can do it.
Just like you. Well, there's this really hard fingering maneuver on the clarinet. And I'm trying to like encourage her to be able to do it. I'm just like, you'll get it someday.
Someday being the keyword.
Yes. But she's super nice, and
Yeah,
Harley,
she
you're
is.
awesome, and I hope you get it someday.
You will.
Maybe.
You will. You will. Dude, I want to throw this, but I won't.
Okay,
You're
so
not a dude. Never mind. Sorry.
she is not a dude.
No, she's a girl.
Harley is not a dude. Okay, so we're
I got
doing no
swept
values.
up in the moment, okay? Swept up in the moment.
So we're just gonna Abby, I need to make sure that you like don't like go all technical. We're gonna assume it's in 4K. Okay. I know it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be so hard.
You can't be technical.
But I'm all about
Zoom
technicality.
No, it's showing my bed and my majestic collection of seashells.
Hi.
Oh, hello. No, it's showing me more. Okay. It's because
Problem solved.
It's because we have the charging cable.
Do you want me to hold it? Or do you want to hold it while I write?
Okay. No. Okay, there we go. Close enough. Okay. So, different notes you hold for different lengths of time.
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole note.
Mm-hmm.
And, normally, like, so a whole note is the same as 2 half notes, which is the same as 2 quarter notes. No, not 8 notes yet.
Cut time.
4.
Darn it, not technicalities.
No technicalities. So normally music is divided into little sections like measures. They're called measures. And they look like this.
Well, they're really bar lines, but this is a bar line.
Yes.
And then the space inside here is a measure. Because you're measuring how much space is in there.
Yes, and then the music will always end with this double bar line.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't see it when you get to the end of the page, then it gets complicated.
Yeah, then you've got another page skill.
Well, DCL could have. Or DCL Fine, or whatever.
Or you could just go to the next page if there's another page.
Yeah, if there's
we'll get you there.
Yeah, if there's not a double bar line, and if there's not a double bar line and it's the last page of the music, it gets interesting.
Yeah, but we'll get there eventually.
So it's divided into sections called measures, and there's 4 counts in a measure. Don't. But there's 4 counts in a measure normally. There could be more or less.
Or there could be cut time.
That would be considered less. And so we're just going off. So we're just going to go off of that, but it's normally 4 counts in a measure. So the whole note would get 4 counts. The half note would get 2 counts, and the quarter note
4/4
would get
time
1
is
count.
written like this.
No,
before.
not
Before
yet,
we
not
get
yet,
there.
not yet, Abby, not yet.
Darn it.
And so there's a lot of different exercises in here, and then moving on.
I've got lots to choose from.
Okay, now let's do time signatures. So
we're getting
there's
there
a treble clef. There'd be a treble clef here, and then there'd be something called a time signature. So that would look like this.
Then there'd be your key
It'd be like a
signature,
4 over
but
a 4. It'd look like a fraction. C major.
without
please.
the.
C major.
Sorry, I'm a B flat major, so.
You're just like.
Well, C major and I major in B flat.
Yes. When I go to college, when we go to college, it's not gonna ever stop. So so the 4 and the 4 both means different things. This is how many counts
The 4 on the top.
in measure.
Counts, beats, whatever.
So there would be you could only fit 4 quarter notes in this measure. You can't fit more
4
than that.
quarter notes, 2 half notes, 1 whole note. Now I'm starting to get technical.
Yes. Or you could have a combination. You could have 2 quarter notes and a half note.
Or
And so the other 4
dotted half
means
note and
that
a quarter note. But we'll
means
get there.
that the quarter note, I'm just going to do that for quarter note. So the bottom 4 means that a quarter note gets 1 count.
Beat or whatever.
Yes, or beat. I've usually they use counts at this point, but yeah, beats. The 4/4 can also be represented with a C.
It's called common
Yeah,
time.
the C stands for common. It's
Not
called
C
common
major.
time. Yeah.
Not C major,
Not-
because we'll get to
I
that.
don't even know what C major is, Abby.
It's what I major. Well, no, B flat's what I major in.
Yes, I major in C, Abby.
You do.
Okay. So what you do? So there could also there are other time signatures like 3/4, which would be
3 beats to a measure.
which would be just 3 quarter notes or a half and a quarter note, or 2/4, which would be
There's such thing as a 1/4.
there is such thing as a 1/4. I can find an example of it after the video. I'll show you an example of 1/4. There's also 5/4.
And 6/4.
I saw this meme about 5/4 time, and it was just counting to 5 has never been more difficult. And so actually, I prefer, sometimes I compose music, and it's usually written in 3/4 time. Do you have a favorite time signature?
I kind of like 6/8. Or cut time.
I know you like cut time.
Yes,
And
I
so
like
also,
cut time very much.
another thing
In
is
the
that
beginning I hated it, but that was...
sometimes a quarter note won't always get 1 count. Her favorite time signature is
cut time.
yeah, which is 2/2.
Which means
So
the half note,
there's only
which
2 counts.
in a measure.
Yes, but the half note gets 1 of the counts.
Because of this
So there's
guy.
still 4 quarter notes in a measure. This is.
But everything is cut in half.
Yes, it's kind of weird, and it's all represented by this symbol. Same symbol for cents, but
Cent time.
I'm actually pretty sure that's. I actually think the cut time symbol was invented before the cent symbol.
It should have been.
Because it was invented in
yes.
Renaissance Italy in
So,
1600, and then
In cut time, I'm just gonna get technical here because I love technical. So a quarter note would get...
there's a drop of something on my clarinet, and I don't know
half
what it is. I'm
count.
hoping it's water.
It's probably spit.
It probably is. But
Get used to it, guys, if you're in band. Spit's
yeah, if you're
everywhere.
in band, spit is everywhere. Don't freak out.
It's just there.
If you like spit, then you'll probably be who likes spit? If you're comfortable with it, you'll be fine. If you're not comfortable with it, don't let that stop you. Do band.
Yeah, don't let that stop you.
Just know it's there.
this. I'm just writing it
Favorite?
down.
Yeah. So, while she writes that, before she explains that, there's also, something eighth notes. And in 4/4 time, they look like this, or they can also look like this. And these would get half a count. And they wouldn't equal that, but, and so there's also 6/8 time, which means that there would be, like 6 eighth notes in a measure.
It's basically the same as cut time. You just conduct it different.
Yeah, it's
It's the
conduct
same as
it
3/4.
it's the same as 3/4, but you do conduct it different.
Mm-hmm.
Should we didn't even need this, did we? Should we teach them how to conduct? That'd be fun.
Guys, get ready for a conducting episode.
We're gonna do a conducting episode.
So one of these eighth note thingies, if I can draw one,
Eighth note,
would get 1/4 of a count. And
Yes.
it's called a 16th note.
It wouldn't
Well,
be called
it's
the
an eighth
16th.
note.
It wouldn't be called the 16th note in cut time, Abby.
It wouldn't, but you would play it as the 16th note. See, I like getting technical.
Yes.
So, cut time is my favorite signature.
Okay. I'm not a huge cut time fan. Everybody's different.
Yeah, I'm like, where did the eraser go?
Here's the eraser.
But, like, basically, the whole note would get 2 counts instead of 4.
Yeah.
Half note would get 1 count instead of 2.
We need to do dots.
Yes.
So a dot on a note increases it by half the note's value. So a half note would get 2 counts. A dotted half note would get 3 counts.
Because half of 2 is 1, so you do 2 plus 1 equals 3.
So, like, when you put the dot on it, you add half the note, which seems harder than it is. Like, a dotted quarter note would equal
1.5 counts. Or in cut time.
No, Abby. I think that we didn't even... You know what? I'm going to see when it actually covers cut time in this book.
And then if it does, we'll get to that later.
It covers it in, like, the end of the second book.
Oh.
We're doing the first book.
Okay, then.
Anyway, the
Goodbye,
cut time might
time.
seem very, complicated, but
I'm a complicated person.
Yeah, so. You are a complicated person. We're all complicated persons. It's
persons.
A check mark. Persons.
Okay, it is.
So,
check. Cut time.
So that's pretty much all. We're out of time. So.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks.
And
during my cut time rant.
Yes, your cut time rant was actually pretty glorious. All right. Thank you.